Still alive, still kicking, definitely. Kicking more than usual. Kicking it at the health spa, the fitness place. Um, yeah, I'm pretty happy. I've got a decent job now. I can actually afford to have, as they call it, a gym membership. It's more like a fitness club membership, but nonetheless, you can call it a fitness club or a gym. It's got all of the same equipment and amenities as any other place, well, without the use of free weights, which who needs those? I'm brand new. Hi, Weetsy Bat. Um, I didn't need all those, excuse me, extra frivolities that the more built of us need to have, apparently. I'm not looking to bulk up and build muscles all over my body like some kind of Russian weightlifter. I don't really care about that. I care about my health, my longevity, and yes, my weight, which I'm still working on feverishly. As you probably can tell from my community page, still got the rolls going on. Can't seem to get rid of those. Of course, it doesn't help eating pizza and cookies and things like that at work. So, yeah, I'm going to cut that out real quickly. I got off of the bandwagon, so to speak, for a little bit here at my new job. But that's getting nipped in the bud real quickly. Um, excuse me, I am still coughing. The cough does not go away, no matter what antibiotic I'm on, no matter what tea I drink, no matter what medicine I take. That cough just lingers. So you may have to listen to me being kind of congested as we chit chat here. Hopefully that doesn't bother you too much. I've learned to live with it. Um, yeah, I mean, I've had every medical test there is, and nobody sees anything wrong. So I assume there's nothing wrong. My body just likes to build excess gook in my system, and it makes me cough every once in a while. Yeah, I know. They always say the cough is the last to go. And now my husband's sick. Because when I had the cough starting, I told him, I'm not feeling good. You probably don't want to get close to me, but he wanted to be all smoochy smooch, hug hug. Oh, I love you so much. None of that matters. I said, it's going to matter when you're sick. You're not going to be happy. He's finding out. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm sad for him. I'm sad for anybody that has to go through this mess. It's not enjoyable in the least. Anyway, for those of you wondering, my job is going fine. I'm just starting to really get the hang of it. It's a lot of organization, a little bit of traveling. It's not too bad. Anyway, the people I work with are pretty decent. There's a few that I don't necessarily click with, and I think you're going to have that at any job. But what's nice is the people in charge are really easy to talk to and are very willing to hear what I have to say. So that makes it easier. But it is a Saturday, so Shabbat Shalom, everybody. And I would say the whole Rosh Hashanah greeting, I can try it. Shana Tov, I think it's Ratov or something. I can't remember. It just means basically have a happy new year. Right now is the Jewish New Year. That's what they're celebrating. That's what Rosh Hashanah is. I can tell you, people that I know that are Messianic Jews are actually down at the river today, breaking bread into pieces and throwing it upon the waters, because there's a Bible verse that says, "Cast your bread upon the waters, and it'll return unto you," or something. Um, so they do that. It's called the Tashlit, that thing that they do. I have not gone down to the river. I don't have any bread to throw overboard, and I haven't done the Tashlit today. But I did honor Rosh Hashanah as far as I watched a service online. Um, the name of the place is called Barith Hadoshah, which means the New Covenant. And I used to go to that church, actually, back in the day. That synagogue, if you will. Um, and they had a nice little um, get together today to celebrate Rosh Hashanah. And there were dancers and there were singers. And what was really interesting is the guy that was actually playing the violin while his wife danced, he knew people like Pat Boone and some of the other really famous people years ago. The guy's super old, but he was talking about all the famous celebrities that he knew. And Pat Boone actually asked him to learn to play his song. I don't remember what the name of the song is, but a very pretty type of song on the violin. It was very nice. Very nice service. So I enjoyed that immensely. Today I'm just taking it easy, y'all. I am just relaxing. And actually, Amber and I haven't been doing our reading from the book of Job like on the camera anymore like we were. Now we do what's called Marco Polo, which means she records something on video about her opinion of the book of the Bible and then sends it to me, and then I do the same. So everything is just video chat back and forth. We don't even get to live chat anymore because she's super busy with her job. She's a manager. I'm super busy with my job, and we just don't have time to take, or she doesn't have time to take out to just talk to me because she's busy. Managers are work, work, work all the time. I'm proud of her though. All of my children have become some sort of leader in their life at different times. My eldest daughter works for a mental health center. My next daughter on down is a manager of Walmart. And then my third daughter is, she cleans a hospital where she lives. And my youngest daughter is a manager of a store as well. So, yeah, my girls turned out really well. I'm pretty proud of them. Anyhow, I just came on to chat with you about whatever the heck you want to chat about. I am willing to talk about pretty much anything within reason, and don't really have a whole lot to tell other than I'm just relaxing today because, frankly, I worked hard this week and I deserve a little bit of relaxation. To just sit and chill and not have to go anywhere, do anything, deal with anything is very nice. So, I work out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, in case anybody's wondering, at Planet Fitness, and it's been a pretty good experience. I've been there a couple times. I just started working out. I pretty much know how to use the general equipment. Everything's pretty self-explanatory. You just read the thing on the equipment and it'll tell you how to use the equipment. And you can also scan in the code and it'll show you on your phone how the equipment is used and exercises you can do with it. So you just use the machine and then you do something with the step. And what on earth is going on here? Ugh, I hate that I can't see people's avatars. That drives me crazy because I can't tell if something comes in that's inappropriate or something. Anyway, so it's pretty self-explanatory how you use the equipment at Planet Fitness. Nobody's really there to walk you through, at least not at ours. We don't have any trainers or anything right now. They're trying to get some personal trainers in there, but right now they don't have any. Matthew and I checked out quite a few gyms before we decided on Planet Fitness. Most of the gyms, well, the one gym was very dark, like there wasn't a lot of lighting in it. That always makes me very leery and nervous when I'm in a dark place. I don't like that. And some of the gyms were like kind of run down. And to me, germ wise, I want to be in a place that's clean and germ free as much as possible. They do at Planet Fitness, they have like bottles full of cleaner with paper towels. You're supposed to wipe down your equipment. And from what I can tell, everybody does, including me. I always wipe down my equipment before I go on to the next one. Because I don't want, any kind of germs following me home at all. I haven't really talked to anybody at Planet Fitness other than like to get my membership figured out and to ask if I can use the massage chair. So I don't really know how the actual people that go there are. They seem nice enough, but honestly, from the moment you walk in the door, everybody is basically about getting their own groove on, They're all using the equipment and doing whatever they're doing to meet their own goals. So, that's what I do when I go in there. I just go in and work out, hop on the massage chair, and away I go with the rest of my day. It's pretty nice. It's a great thing for motivation to get through a hard work day, to know that you're going to get to go to the fitness center and work out and maybe even grab a Tootsie Roll. Because that's what they're known for, apparently. Tootsie Rolls, and they used to have Monday pizza night or pizza day. Like after your workout, you could go get some pizza. Yes, because that makes sense. Anyway, yeah. So, I'm waiting for a rainstorm at the moment. Yeah, everybody minds their own business. It's a judgment-free zone. They talk about going against gym intimidation. Like nobody says, "Oh wow, you're really big and fat. You shouldn't be on the equipment. You might break it." Or like sometimes there's people that are way too thin that in my opinion should not be using the equipment, should not be working out. They're already thin enough and should not be doing that. And I actually said something when I first went in. Matthew's like, "Honey, it's a judgment free zone. Don't you read?" No, I hadn't read their sign at that point. I had just literally walked in the door and was getting ready to, you know, figure out how to use all the equipment and whatever. Um, I hadn't read that. But then when I saw that, I'm like, oh, okay. Oops. Yeah, I don't want to get kicked out before I even get started. Anyway, you can't say anything like that. And nobody says anything to you about, oh man, you're using that wrong or whatever. They might come over and help you. I haven't had anybody do that yet. But if you asked somebody, I'm sure they would say, oh yeah, sure, I can show you how to do it. They seem friendly enough. I don't know. I don't usually ask. I just hop on the treadmill, set my goal, and away I go. I actually went to the YMCA years ago, like many, many moons ago when my kids were little. And I kind of learned the basics of using equipment. So I'm no dummy. I know how to sit down and, oh, you put your feet under here and like move your knees in and out, or take the handles and go like this. It's really not complicated. So if you were thinking of using a fitness center, trust me, you'll figure it out. It's not complicated. If you do have trouble, you could probably grab somebody at the front desk if they're not busy, and they'll probably come over and show you how to do everything. But um, I haven't had that problem. Anyhow, I'm pretty excited that I found something like that to help me with my goals and stuff because, as you know, I'm all about the food, first of all, and eating right. But now this is something that kind of complements my efforts with my diet habits and stuff when I stick to them. Um, anyhow, I did notice I gained a few pounds. I was very upset over that. I was like, well, Laura, you know what to do. Just go back to doing what you were doing that was working. So I did. So within the last couple of days, I've lost about a pound and a half of that 3 that I gained. So I just need to keep on going forward in the right way, and I'll eventually get back on track. And now I have something to help me, the workouts. So they even say on the wall, which I was impressed with, do not use the place like more than 2 to 3 times a week for best results. They don't recommend that you're there every day. And that's really not healthy, y'all, to be exercising every day without a break in between. Your body needs time to repair the torn muscle fibers that you have when you exercise. You have to give it time to regroup. Like anybody needs, not just your muscles, but every person needs time to regroup. We live in a go, go, go society that just really pushes us, and sometimes we forget that you just need 1 or 2 days to chill and not have to think and not have to plan and not have to work. So I highly encourage you, if you're working a job where you don't get time to just relax in between, you might want to be looking for something else because you need that. Anyway, it is about to rain, or so they say. It's been thundering behind me quite a bit for the last few minutes, and I don't see any sign of rain, but there might be. You never know. Storms don't seem to last very long around here, which is interesting to me because you guys know I was in those 3 floods and the rain just kept on coming down and was relentless. But so far, I haven't seen much of anything showing that it's going to rain anytime soon. So, other than the occasional thunder. So, what's going on with everybody? Anyone want to talk? Share anything? Chat about anything? I don't see anybody online that I recognize as usual. Vigilum was on the other night talking about, I don't know. I don't understand half of what Jeff and Phil talk about, so I don't chime in because I'm lost. I don't know. I don't know how to decipher anything they're talking about. Um, that's no shade on them. I don't get it. Something's not computing for me. My garden, the tomatoes are still going. I don't get that, but they are. They're still growing. There's a big fat green tomato out there that who knows if it's actually going to turn red eventually. We need some sunshine if that's the case. And I think our sunshine days are coming very much to a close around here. You cannot come out here. I'm not having kitties in the rain. Bobo is going to have a lion haircut soon. On Wednesday, we are getting him trimmed to look like a lion. It's not going to be cheap, but he is really plagued by fleas more than the other ones because he's the long-haired cat. And we have tried everything, y'all. I did not give him a flea bath yet. I did in Dawn, but I didn't give him like a flea bath with the chemicals because I'm super leery of chemicals. But we did get him some flea treatment, and it pretty much got rid of the fleas, but every once in a while I'm still seeing a flea here and there on him. So I think the best thing to do for him is just to basically take those mats off and the hair off and let him have some relief. Then I can just smear him full of coconut oil and get rid of the rest of the fleas that I can see. But when you have mats on an animal, it's really hard to get down to the skin where the fleas like to feast. So I just keep putting coconut oil on what I can reach on him when I can. I just really want him to be comfortable, and I'm concerned about him, so that's what's going on there. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't know what else to talk to y'all about today. Pretty much nothing else happening. It's a weekend, it's chill, comfortable. Um, but I am still here. Just because you don't see me every single day does not mean I have fallen off the planet. You will see me every once in a while when I can land long enough to dip in and say hey. I'll think a minute about anything else I want to tell you. Nope, I can't really think of anything else that's going on. Feel free to ask me questions, talk to me, whatever if you want. I'll wait a couple minutes here and hang out with you guys, and then I'll head in if we can't come up with something to say. Uh-oh. Weird. I just lost the internet temporarily. What's going on here? Anyway, welcome everybody to the very chillaxed Dee Dee show. There's just nothing really nothing exciting, nothing stressful going on, which is wonderful. My cousin is still struggling with the death of her 12-year-old son. She posts regularly about it on her Facebook, shows pictures of him and, memories and things like that. She's dealing with the grief as best as she can. I can't even imagine. My heart goes out to her. There can't be anything worse than losing somebody you love, a son, a daughter, a spouse, whatever. Especially in such a senseless tragedy that never had to happen if they hadn't changed where the bus stop was. That just irritates me. No, Maverick, you can't come out, buddy. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Yes, definitely our condolences to Shawnee and the loss of Brighton, her son. And his 12 siblings are doing what they can to get through it too. That was very sad. Hi, Patrick. How are you? What's new? Anyway, I'm just the same chill Dee Dee. I don't have anything really to tell you other than what I told you. There's nothing else happening here. Oh, my daughter's divorced officially. My daughter Carol. She has gone her way, and her ex has now gone his way, and I guess they're much happier for it. My other daughter is still living with her boyfriend. My third daughter, they hate when I talk about him on YouTube, but oh well, it's my life, it's my family. I'm not giving extreme details. My third daughter, I'm wondering why I keep seeing this same tan truck ride around and around down my street. Okay, my third daughter is, like I said, cleaning a hospital out where she lives. That's her job, and she's with her husband, and I guess they're good. I don't know. And then my youngest daughter is still ministering to the youth at her church and a service manager at her store. So that is it. I haven't heard anything about my grandchildren. They're back in school. I know that. They're teenagers now. Yeah, I don't know anything else to tell you. Like I said, nothing else happening. So, 14 people in here. Nobody really saying anything. Maybe there's just nothing to talk about. And that's okay. Sometimes life just goes along smoothly, without incident, which is good. We like those days. Let me show you my sky. Why I tell you, I'm pretty sure it's going to rain. Look at that sky. Ooh, it's pretty overcast here. There's some more over there. Pretty overcast. And the rumbling of the thunder in the background indicates that one of these moments we're going to have a downpour. This is even a better look over here. It's kind of pretty though. Kind of picturesque and like something you'd see in a painting, really. Very nice. Pretty. So, I don't know. Can somebody verify if Pandora is dealing with sepsis? Is that true? I had heard that somewhere. I didn't know if it was true or not. Haven't heard anything else about it, but in passing, it kind of flew into my ear space that she ended up with sepsis in the hospital or something. Hope not. That's pretty dreadful. I mean, I can't even fathom what that would be like. I'll keep her in my prayers if that's the case. I didn't know if that was a thing that was verified. Does anyone know? Is Pandora doing okay? I mean, we don't click with everybody on here. Most of us really would not want anything dreadful to happen to anybody on here either. We know that we're all human beings, even though we are personas on this community of YouTube. We still have feelings, and we still are human beings within our own right. So, yeah, I don't wish evil on anybody. I hope it's not true. I hope it's just a rumor. Wouldn't wish that on anybody. It's pretty miserable, I know. Very miserable, really. Oh, hello, Sheila. South Africa, Cape Town. I don't even know what that is or where that is. But hi, nice to meet you. What is going on in Africa, Cape Town? South Africa, Cape Town. I know nothing about many places other than here in overcast Illinois at the moment. I don't travel, so. Oh. Oh my gosh, Sharon, I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Mm. I have worked with little kids in daycare and stuff in the past, and I can't even imagine anything dreadful happening to one of those precious little ones. That is horrible. I am so, so sorry. Happy heavenly birthday to your grandson. Ugh, that's terrible. So sad for you. Prayers for you as well. Oh my gosh. You're welcome. So much loss sometimes. So much loss. Well, like I tell everybody that has lost people, now your loved one can go up and meet my cousin, my 12-year-old cousin. He loves little kids. There's got to be a special place in eternity for the little ones that have passed way too soon from this earthly realm. So hopefully Brighton and your grandson can become close buddies. You said 11 years ago, so he was 3. So he's like 14 up in heaven. And he's probably with my cousin Brighton. Aw, I'm sorry, Sharon. That's terrible. That's so painful and hurtful. Very sad. Sorry for anybody that has lost a loved one. Seriously. It's dreadful. We live in a very fallen world, and unfortunately, sometimes people don't get medical care on time. Sometimes people happen. Things happen to people that we can't explain. We don't have answers for everything that happens in life, you know? We just don't. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, so today is actually a day of celebration, like I said, for me, Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year. We believe that, new good things will come our way in the following days to come, and we only pray for that, that it is the case. That's all anybody can do. Anytime something new begins is hope for the best and pray for the best and believe the best and take one breath at a time, one day at a time, whatever you're going through. You can only begin at the beginning and just keep moving forward, right? That's all anybody can do. I did have a nice nap earlier. I napped for about an hour and 30 minutes, 38 minutes actually, to be exact. Think I'm going to do some food prep today after I light the Havdalah candle and close out the Sabbath. And then it will be time for bed again. And then I will go to sleep. Matthew and I cannot talk today. What is my deal? Matthew and I have found a new way to sleep. You get a real furry, soft comforter, like kind of a reversible one. There's like a sheet material on one side and the furry part on the other side. Not real fur, y'all. We don't do that to animals. Um, Faux fur. And you could sleep right on top of that fur. It is so comfortable. Who needs a sheet? Sleep on the top of the furry comforter. Hi, Meech. Here's my Meechie. She's the only one outside because she's goofy and she thinks she has to be outside 24/7 even if it's going to rain. She's been known to stay out in the rain and then run in soaking wet. Huh, Meech? She's a silly kitty. She must have been drinking some water. She had a little water on her chin. So yeah, anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about now. I totally lost my train of thought. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I know I was talking about kitties out in the rain, but there was something I was talking about before that. Food prep. Oh, comforters. Yeah. You can lay right on the furry part of your comforter. You don't need a sheet. Lay on the comforter. That's what we do. It's super soft. And Matthew, with his autistic sensory issues, he loves the softness. So that's our new sheet, the comforter. There are some naughty cats trying to get out the door that are not coming out the door because there is rain about to happen any minute now. Ooh, a squirrel. Literally a squirrel. Not my ADD. A squirrel in the trees. See if I can show you. Maybe. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of climbing around up there in the tree. I don't know where it went now. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Trying to hold the camera very still so you can see if you can see the squirrel in the tree. Nope. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. It's climbing up. Probably hard to see in the tent. It's climbing up higher and higher up into the tree. Okay, well, anyway, enough squirrel gazing. So, yeah, that's about it here. Comforter stories and passings of relatives. New job. Going through in my head thinking what else I can tell you. Planet Fitness. My ex got a new vehicle, got himself a truck. He was in a car accident recently and was given some money lots of money. So he went and bought himself a new vehicle. It's nice. It's a tan truck and it's just like a pickup. He can put stuff in the back so he can go and mow lawns and stuff, which is what he loves doing. It's good to have a purpose. I mean, he's a lot older than me. He's like 8 years older than me. I'm 57, so yeah, he's like in his 60s. And he's still at it after a stroke. He's still going around mowing people's lawns, doing handyman work. So good for him. He makes me a little nervous when he's using a saw, though. I don't know if people that have had strokes should really use saws after the fact, but he does. He makes things with his saws, and ugh, I don't know. He's not my problem now as far as that goes. That's his wife's deal. But he does like to create and help people and stuff, and that's good. Everybody needs a purpose. It's very serene out here. I'm enjoying this quiet and serene atmosphere of my little gazebo, which I haven't been in forever because I've been working every day, and then it's been too darn hot to sit out here, so I haven't, and I didn't put the fan out here, so, and I'm never home, so there's no real rest and relaxation going on in the gazebo right now, not since I started working. Mimi's just enjoying the chillaxing time out here with Mommy, huh, Meech? Yeah, it's very peaceful. It's nice. I figured perfect day to go live and have a little chit chat with people that want to chit chat. Or to just share what's going on in my life. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm going to church tomorrow, y'all. I'll tell you, I'm really looking to get in on a ground floor situation with the church. I want a brand new church plant to be planted, and I want to get in on it when it first starts up and become part of the fabric, gradually just growing with the place. But there's nothing like that happening here. There's no new church plants happening. Kind of sad, really. We did get a postcard dropped off at our door about this missionary church or something that's in the area. But the dude and his wife look ancient. I mean, they look like they belong back in the 1970s, maybe. So I'm like, it's probably a conservative type of place, and I don't know that I would be super happy there. I guess you don't know till you check it out, but I'm just real leery of churches anymore. It just doesn't feel the same to me. It's not the same atmosphere. I end up just getting up and leaving early no matter where I go. It either feels really fakey and put on, or it's just so boring it puts me to sleep. So, just my opinion. Ooh, look at it out now. Look at the overcastness now in the sky. Ooh, look at that. Over there, that's like really, I don't want to say ominous. It doesn't look evil, but it's definitely an impending storm about to hit. But it could drag on like that forever and nothing happened too, so you just don't know. Oh, look over here too. Look over in that sky. That's like really something else over there. Whew. Suddenly got from blue to gray all of a sudden. Did you guys see that? It was like I'm showing you and it turned from blue to like gray automatically. That was weird. Crazy stuff going on here, yo. Anyway, I'm probably going to make some cashew cheese sauce later on. Kind of thinking macaroni and cheese tomorrow for Sunday. I always try to do the macaroni on Sunday. And I have more of those it's Miracle Rice, not really Miracle Noodles. So maybe I'll do Miracle Rice and cheese, or maybe just find some regular macaroni that I have somewhere and mix it with the cheese sauce. I don't know. I have to see what I got. But yeah, I'll be doing some food prep in a little bit after I light the candle. Anywho, anything else? Y'all want to talk about anything? Anything happening? I colored my hair. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, those grays were getting to be a little much, and the mixture of the bleached out and the brown and the black, and yeah, it just was too much. I couldn't deal with it. So Matthew surprised me and brought me some hair dye, some vegan hair dye. Yes, there is such a thing apparently, and I used that, and yeah, I colored it black. I think it's a little dark, but maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. It hides things when it's dark like that. I'm thinking I would go a little bit of a shade lighter next time, maybe, but I didn't buy it, so I was thankful and I used it and colored it, and it looks a lot better than it did for sure. It's starting to grow in too, getting longer. And I'm going to try to let it grow for winter time because it'll be really cold here and I need that extra hair on my head to keep my head warm. Okay, well, it's so weird to be in a room with 12 people and only a couple are talking once in a great while. But maybe people aren't all talkers like me. Anywho, I think I'm going to go in and get some tea. Been drinking some immunity tea, and then today I had some, what is it called? Garcinia cambogia. It's supposed to help you lose weight. Yeah, I'm not sure I believe that. But I'm going to go in and have some, maybe some green tea or maybe some immunity tea. I'm not sure. Maybe a combination of both. And, oh, cool. You let your doggy in. And put some cinnamon in it. Maybe a little bit of ginger. Some cayenne pepper to chase away the germies. That capsaicin, I'm telling you guys, if you can handle spicy food and you get sick a lot, capsaicin is your best friend. I guess some people call it capsicum, but whatever you want to call it, the stuff that's in peppers, like hot peppers, is super good to break up congestion and to really just cut through the yuck. It is one of the best natural products I have ever found for when I'm sick. And when I'm sick, I drink a lot of vegetable broth. Used to be chicken noodle soup when I did chicken, but I don't eat animals, as you know now. Um, yeah, ginger, that's what I was saying. Ginger and cinnamon and some cayenne pepper and sage. That's the other thing that's really good for sicknesses. I'm not saying it's a cure all by any means, and I am not a doctor. Disclaimer here, I am not a medical professional, a physician, or any type of doctor. I am just telling you what I use and what works for me. Lemon is good, but lemon to me makes me feel worse, believe it or not. Now, I'll drink occasional warm lemon water or maybe lemonade, but I notice when I drink anything with lemon in it, it makes me super congested because it loosens everything and then I'm gagging. So I got to be careful with lemon. It doesn't do for me what it apparently does for other people. It's I do have lemons. I do use lemons, but I'm very leery of the overly loosening effect that it causes, I guess. But I know a lot of people swear by lemon in the morning. Lemon water, lemon juice, lemonade, whatever. I just know that it does a real good job of breaking everything up and having it float down the back of your throat. And then I'm, trying to cough it up constantly. Uh-oh, what's that, Meech? You hear that fire engine? Ooh, it is getting really dark out there in the sky. It's getting darker and darker. Every time I talk to you, it's just like crazy dark. Rewind the video later on and check and see how the sky got super, super, super gray. Oh, there goes the fire engine. Wonder if it's on my street. If it is, you'll see the fire engine turn down here. Weird. That siren like suddenly just died out. So it's got to be close. Well, Father, be with those people. Give the paramedic and the firefighters knowledge and wisdom to know how to treat whatever's going on and put those people at peace that are in the midst of the disaster. Bring them safely to the hospital and help them while they're at the hospital because our hospitals are awful around here for the most part. Protect them while they're there and bring them to complete and total healing and health and restoration in Yeshua's name. What drink do I have first thing in the morning? Usually some warm tea. Sometimes I will have lemon water, but like I said, it makes me all congested. Kaylee, hello. Welcome. Please talk to me, Kaylee. I'm so bored when nobody talks. Oh, it's awful. I'm a talker, but I'm also a listener. And I like being with people that like to talk and have conversations. That's what I love about YouTube is just conversations with people. But when I come on here, nobody wants to have a conversation. It's like, why am I here? I'm doing all the talking and nobody's responding. Nobody wants to say anything. Here we go. Check this out now. More of the sky is getting dark. Whoa. Yeah. Over there. Super dark. We have some new neighbors apparently over there. I don't know if you can see them. You're listening a little? Okay. And back there, look at that. Look at our neighbor's house. They resided the whole entire thing. You guys remember that house? I don't remember what color it used to be, but man, did they make it look nice. And I think they're really classy people that moved in back there. No dog abusers like we had years ago. Those poor pit bulls. God bless them. Garbage those people put them through. Anyway. I can't stand when people hurt animals. It really bothers me. So what's new, Kaylee? Good to see you. Oh, get a little sleepy. The atmosphere and the ions are starting to, make me feel kind of dopey. It suddenly got pretty overcast here, all around. I'm thinking I might want to take the bike and cover it up because the rain is about to hit. I just don't want to be in the downpour and have my phone get ruined. So come along with me while I move the bike to a safe place where it's not going to get rained on. Thinking of maybe just putting it right inside the gazebo here. It's probably the closest place to keep it where it's not get wet. Let's do that. Let's move it into the gazebo. I have two bikes, Matthew's and mine. I don't know if my ex actually gave them to us, but they're not going to use them. Him and his wife aren't going to use them, so we've been using them. Let me go see where the other one is. Here, I'll let you walk along with me while I close the bike. Hi, Leela. Looks like a rainstorm today. It looks like a rainstorm coming our way. I know. My left of the tomatoes that are there, the ones that are left need some rain. Yeah. That's my neighbor, Leela. Not the one that's blind and lost half her leg. That's her mom that happened to. So here's the other bike right here. I think Michi's going to make her way into the shed during the rainstorm, apparently. I'm going to see if there's room in the shed for this bike. If there is, I'll just stick it in the shed. You okay, Meech? Where you going, girlie? Yeah, there's room in there for the bike. I'm going to stick it in there. I don't want the bikes to get ruined. I like these bikes. We went for a ride the other day on the bike. It was fun. Eventually, y'all, I'm going to get into the shed and I am going to go through all of these books and stuff up here and games that I don't use and just start getting rid of stuff. Because there's absolutely no point in storing stuff I don't use and won't use. My house has turned into a shed. Those of you that remember the flood days and the shed house that we lived in for many months. It's not a house anymore. Now it's just a shed. It's our burning pile that my ex has not burned anything on. There's his little workbenches that he's been making stuff on. I'm not sure why he leaves wood and stuff out to get warped by the rain, but he does. Oh well, whatever. It's his stuff. I don't bother with it. He pays me to rent my shed, and that's our relationship. It comes in handy when you have to pay the bills, you know. Look at these tomatoes. I was telling you, I got some fat ones still on the vine. Check them out. Look at this. It's as big as my hand. And it's still flowering. The tomato plant is still flowering. There's some over here. There's one there. So the tomatoes have been amazing this summer. Here's this one. Starting to turn red on the vine. These were just the little tomato plants. The little tomato plants where Matthew used to work years ago. A year ago, whenever it was. He got them from friends there. And he brought them home to me. He said, hey, I got tomato plants for you. I'm like, well, we'll plant them and see if they grow. And they did. Amazingly. Dee Dee has a little bit of a green thumb. Never thought I did, but I do. Look at that tiny little cucumber right there still trying to grow. I just plucked a cucumber off of this growing vine yesterday. I just leave it here to do whatever it's going to do because honestly, growing season is pretty much over with for the cucumbers. But they're still trying to grow, so I let them. I haven't weeded that garden out in a long time. Yeah, tomatoes are a big thing right now. I know where I work, people will often bring tomatoes in that they've grown in their garden. So, yeah. It's nice that they share the bounty, you know. Meech, you want to come in, girl? No mosquitoes biting me, thank you. Are you coming in, Meech? No, she's sitting there staring at me. And that's what she'll do. I would turn the light on, guys, but it's Shabbat, and we don't turn lights on Shabbat until after the Havdalah candle is lit. So you will have to bear with me in the dark for a minute. Okay. We'll come on here where it's a little bit light. Anyhow. Well, fried green tomatoes are good too. I like those. They're not super healthy, I've heard. They're not real good for you if you eat a lot of those, but any port in a storm. If you really like tomatoes, you can always fry them up while they're green and eat them. There's Mav. Hi, Mav. There's my Maverick. What? You can't go out, buddy. It's storming. Getting ready to storm. Oh, she likes the cherry tomatoes? I like cherry tomatoes, too. They're fun. They're fun to throw in salads, and you don't have to feel like you have to cut them up. I usually do. I'll chop them in half at least. Just because, I don't know. I like them that way. A lot of times I pull the seeds out of them because there's a belief that those seeds are the baby of the plant and that the plant tries to protect its babies by making you sick when you eat the babies, which are the seeds. So, and I think Italians knew that there was something bad about the seeds because my mom, when she would make tomato sauce, she would always take the seeds and the skins off of the tomatoes. She would boil them and just take everything out and off of it and then cook the rest of the tomato. So there might be something to it. I don't know. Do not know. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to head off. It has been really good talking to the few of you that are here. It's been 50 minutes that I've been on. That's probably the longest live stream I've done in a while. I do know that live streams get the most views. I've found that out. People love when you go live, even if you sit there and say like nothing. They get a lot of views. People will literally come on just to stare at you saying nothing. It's weird. But humans are kind of odd sometimes. It's just human nature. We like strange things. All right, anyway, this is Momo. For those of you that have not met Momo, Smokey, we call her Momo for short. She's always been Momo and probably always will be. And Momo and I bid you a fond Rosh Hashanah and rest of your day. And I'm going to go call my foster mom and chat with her, I think. But you guys have a blessed day and evening and the rest of your weekend. And I'll talk to you again soon when I'm able. See you soon. Shalom. Shabbat shalom.